Yeah.
Hey YouTube viewers, how's it going? This session we're going to review the previous pay-per-view SummerSlam 2008 and Hard Justice 2008. I'm Wwe
JackTNA.
Alright, let's start with Hard Justice. The first match, well, it's your typical opening match. It was Consequences Creed versus P.D. Williams. Your typical match with great high-risk technical maneuvers. It was going great until Sheik Dula-Bar interfered, which I think,
also known as Javari from the WWE days.
Yes, which I think ruined the match. We also had LAX versus Beer Money, with the surprising turn of events. Beer Money won.
Well, I honestly know I gotta say that Beer Money at the start now I could not consider them being tag team champions. Like, I mean, they were completely different, opposite people. It was the same way now, Joe, when EMW won the tag team championships. They looked like they were the tag team to beat at the time. But now, all I want to do is now I'm actually going to sit back and see how James Storm and Robert Roode, also known as Beer Money, see how they do as tag team champions.
We also have Sanjay Dutt versus Black Machismo. GK?
Well, something in that match that actually surprised me. For the second time in the past couple of months, we heard the chant, "Fire Russo."
Laura's days are long gone, and people are not liking his work now. They're also shouting boring, but that Fire Russo thing is most important, especially the first time they said it when they shaved
Roxy Laveau's head.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the fans, like, I mean, one thing about the TNA fans, they're not afraid to
express themselves.
Exactly.
Just like the ECW crowd. Speaking of which, it also brings us to our next match. Christian Cage and Ronald versus Team 3D. The crowd chanted ECW because it was that hardcore. You got value for your money.
Even though I couldn't see the TNA pay-per-view, Brew25 told me everything about it the following day. The only reason I couldn't see it because I was busy working that day, so I missed my chance to see it.
We also got the Knockouts. Decent match, not the best match ever. Not really storyline-wise sound, but it was still a great match. Now we get to the last two matches. Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles, who we can now dub the phenomenal gold medalist.
Yep. Seeing as everyone knows that AJ Styles won Kurt Angle's gold medalist, which I kind of found kind of funny, so that's where we came up with the nickname, the phenomenal gold medalist. But anyway, I did see the last man standing match, and what a match that was. That actually, in my opinion, was the match of the night. It
was, and I hope this rivalry goes on for a long time, because this is the sort of match I want to see. Then we go to the main event. The champ Samoa Joe versus the gentleman, Booker T.
Moo. Anyway.
God almighty.
You can take this one.
Why do they stick with that stupid gimmick? He looks so weird. I guess I'd be the same if I was forced to act like that. It doesn't suit him. Well, when he started, he was like the streetwise wrestler. Now you turn this posh now. That doesn't work. It's just like having that spinning belt in WWE. That doesn't work. But he forced it down our throats. Match was decent enough. Could have been better. But I had a little twist to the end of it, where Jeff Jarrett's guitar played favour for Samoa Joe.
Like, I mean, a lot of people now, even JackTNA Impact has told me this. Even Brew25 said this, Joe. They do not want Jeff Jarrett back.
Yes, because the old days were bad enough. We didn't win the belt all the time, so we don't want it to happen again. Now we move on to SummerSlam.
This one's mine. Well, the only thing I can say is I didn't have to watch SummerSlam because I was actually at SummerSlam that night. But my God, I've never been to a TNA live event yet, but hopefully I'll get my chance someday. But what was it? The first match we had MVP versus Jeff Hardy. I mean, we already had MVP versus Matt Hardy, which quite possibly was the longest, most boring rivalry in WWE history.
Matt Hardy's matches seem to go on too long, and Jeff's suffering the same thing.
Yeah, even though that match was even though I did not find that match great. Then we had the
ECW Championship, Matt Hardy versus Mark Henry.
What was the actual point like in having that match? That match didn't even last long.
It was boring.
I know, it was actually very, very quick. Matt Hardy hits Mark Henry with a twist of fate. 1-2, Tony Atlas interferes, and that's it. What was the point in having the match?
I almost feel that there's no point reviewing SummerSlam because I think it could have been possibly worse than last year. The only decent part was The Undertaker versus Edge. I watched that free on YouTube in German because it's not worth paying for, but it was good to see The Undertaker back.
Yeah, it was actually good to see The Undertaker come back against Edge. That Hell in a Cell match was actually pretty good.
Yes. Besides the other, I mean, Khali versus Triple H.
There was no point in having that match.
So what did Taz say? Can he do the pedigree on Khali? It's impossible.
Like, I mean, come on, if Triple H can pedigree the Big Show, certainly he can pedigree the Great Khali.
Well, that's our reviews. If you agree or disagree with us, just leave your comments below, and we'll see you again. Take care.